What inspired you to write The Night on the Beach?
Well, actually, I think that beaches are very peaceful places.
And how many times did you rewrite a scene before getting it just right?
I would write it 3 to 4 times because I wasn't satisfied with the story or I wasn't satisfied with the result of that scene.
And if dogs could talk, what gossip would they spill about you?
I think we probably would spill that they would be my closest friends. I talk to them like they are a real human being.
And what's your secret talent?
I can rotate my tongue. That would be a talent no one knows.
If you could swap places with a cartoon character for a day, who would it be?
I like Shinchan.
Okay, which is harder, maths homework or doing exercise?
I like both, but I think math is the harder one because it puzzles me sometimes, and sometimes it's just so easy. So everything is like a mystery in maths.
Welcome back to another super cool, slightly spooky, and totally entertaining episode of the Star Author podcast. Today we have someone really special with us. She's not just a student, not just a storyteller, she's a crime escaping, beach exploring, vampire mystery creating powerhouse. Give it up for Ashita Chaudhary, author of the thrilling book The Night on the Beach. So before we start, do check out her book available on our bookstore, and the link of the book is given in the description box below. So without wasting time, let's get started. So Ashita, welcome. I welcome you to this show. And my first question for you is, could you please share your book writing experience on Bookalooza?
Honestly, it was very easy to add the text, the headings, and the pictures. It was very easy to publish the book also. So it was a great experience for me.
Okay, that's interesting to know. So to all our viewers, do check out the platform called Bookalooza, and you can also write a book there and become a star author just like Ashita. So Ashita, what inspired you to write The Night on the Beach?
Well, actually, I think that beaches are very peaceful places. Like, if you think about a mountain, most people think they are spooky. So, what happens if a beach becomes a very eerie place?
Okay, that's interesting thought. And I mean, why a beach and why not a haunted mansion or a jungle? I mean, obviously they are
Yeah,
peaceful, but you could have thought of a haunted mansion or a jungle also.
yeah. Well, actually, everyone thinks of that. And what if, like, everyone goes to the beaches to relax and be in a peaceful manner? So, I thought, what happens if a beach becomes spooky?
Okay, that's interesting. And if you had to write your next book using only pizza toppings as characters, what would it be called?
I think it would be the pineapple rebellions because
Okay,
half of the people like pineapple on their pizzas and half don't.
well, frankly speaking, I've never tried, pineapple toppings on any pizza. I don't know how people like pineapple toppings on pizza, but I would definitely would like to try. And have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't.
You haven't. Okay. Were you eating snacks while writing the scary parts or hiding under the blanket? Because if I were you, I would have done something like this.
I was usually relaxed while writing the book, so I was mostly eating snacks.
Okay, so you were very relaxed. Okay. What's the biggest twist that even you didn't plan?
I didn't plan the ending of the story. I wanted it to be in a different way, but when I wrote it, it ended in that way, and I thought it was good, so I published it that way.
Okay. Have you ever waved at someone who wasn't waving at you?
No, actually, I don't wave at people and I don't talk to them until I'm sure that they are talking to me.
Okay. That's so nice of you. Okay, which is harder, maths homework or doing exercise?
I like both, but I think math is the harder one because it puzzles me sometimes, and sometimes it's just so easy. So everything is like a mystery in maths.
Okay. What's the weirdest Google search you did while writing this book?
Well, The weirdest would be, can vampires interact with humans? Because we all know that vampires are mystic creatures, so it is not possible for them to exist. But I searched that.
Okay. And if you had to, rename this book, what would be the new title like?
Mhm. I think it would be The Night Everything Changed because it has a meaning to it.
Yes, the night everything changed. Sounds intriguing and interesting. Okay. If you could swap places with a cartoon character for a day, who would it be?
I like Shinchan quite a lot because he lives his life without any worry and like he eats and have fun all day without any worry and no filters to his mouth.
Okay. And what's your secret talent?
Um, I can rotate my tongue, I guess.
Sorry.
I can rotate my tongue. That would be a talent no one knows.
Okay. Okay. And how many times did you rewrite a scene before getting it just right?
I would write it 3 to 4 times because I wasn't satisfied with the story or I wasn't satisfied with the result of that scene.
Okay, that's interesting because writing is such an activity which takes a lot of patience, and obviously it happens that you just need to rewrite sentences many times. So definitely, I mean, if you try three, four, or five times, so I think it's very natural. Okay, and that's a habit of a good writer also. Okay, and if dogs could talk, what gossip would they spill about you?
And I think we probably would spin that they would be my closest friends. I talk to them like they are a real human being.
Okay. And what would do if your socks suddenly started singing?
I think I would make a band out of it and start producing them.
Okay. And if ketchup was banned worldwide, how would you survive?
Actually, I'm not a fan of ketchup. I like mayo or chutney more, so I would survive very easily.
You will be able to survive. Okay. If your brain had a loading bar, what would it say during exams?
It would say data deleted due to full storage because I usually read more than I need to during exams and forget all the things while writing.
Okay. Any
Thank you.
message for our viewers?
I would say that this book, I have written this book, like this was my first book. So it kind of got a good review, and I want everyone to at least read it once.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like it. And a Bookalooza is a very good platform to write a first book as it provides features that are very easy to use.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So give a dramatic and over the top compliment to yourself now.
I would say that I have written the best Bookalooza I have seen.
Okay, wow, that's great. Okay, kudos. Okay, so wow, what a ride that was. And from beachy adventures to vampire confessions, Eshita, you have got our imagination doing backflips. So, to all our viewers, do check out her book available on our bookstore, and the link of the book is given in the description box below. Do check out her book. It's super interesting, super interesting. I am sure that you will definitely love her book. So until next time, keep dreaming, keep writing, and remember your story could be the next one. And we talk about here on the Star Author podcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Ashita. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.